Hello folks, this is Mike, PC31 the Vinyl Policeman, and this video is in response to the thread started by Richard McCook. This is Richard's third time round of doing this thread, and it's 10 final questions, and Richard's adamant that this is the final year he's going to do it, which is a real shame because it's good fun. Lots of people in the VC take part and it's great to see everybody's answers. Maybe in future, Richard, what you could do is you could loop it. You can go back to year one again, and because there's new people in the VC and perhaps people have forgotten those old ones and their tastes, etc., have changed, perhaps you could just rerun year one, or perhaps do a greatest hits, pick the best 10 questions from the 3 years. Anyway, just thoughts. So, 10 final questions. First one, do you ever struggle to come up with content for video ideas? I don't actually. No, I've got a lot of things I want to put together, and I guess because I've only been in the VC now for a little over a year, there's still a lot of things I haven't done yet, and a lot of things I want to do, some ranking videos and various things. I can understand where Richard's coming from though, because I think Richard's been in the VC about 10 years now, and he's put an awful lot of effort in and made an awful lot of videos, so I can understand if I've been in that long, probably be struggling, but relative newbie, so I've still got a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to do. And there's some things I want to do which probably won't get great viewing figures because they're going to be relatively obscure bands, post-punk and things, but I just really want to go through the exercise and connect. So anyway, do that. Question number 2, would you buy new subscribers? I really wouldn't, and I see no point in that whatsoever, because I think the whole thing with the VC is the great engagement with other folks who think along the lines of similar lines of you. So I love the fact that I can interact on a regular basis with people who, as I say, have got a similar taste to me, and open up new ideas for me, new bands to listen to, new albums to listen to, etc. So to just get subscribers who are not connected to you just doesn't make any sense to me, so I definitely wouldn't do that. Question 3, do you like to mention how much you would pay for a record? No, I never do that. I don't think about that at all actually, and I'm probably going to pay the price, because when I peg out, I'm probably going to find my wife selling my Blue Triangle Dark Side of the Moon for a £5 at a car boot. So I'm probably going to end in disaster, but I won't care then anyway. But no, I never mention it. I think the only time I've ever mentioned it is if I very, very occasionally, and it is very occasionally, pick up a bargain. I may say I got this for X amount, but I can't even think of the last time I did that actually. I got a CD the other day actually, which I picked up from a charity shop for about 25p. I already had a copy, but I couldn't leave it there for 25 pence, so I offered it just free to anybody in the VC. So it's the only time I've mentioned money, I think. Question number 4, are there genres of music you don't like and wouldn't show on your channel? Exactly the same as Richard, jazz. I've just got no emotional connection whatsoever with jazz. I don't decry it because I think the musicianship is fantastic, but emotionally it just doesn't do anything for me, doesn't excite me, doesn't make me cry, doesn't make me emotional. It does nothing for me whatsoever. So jazz, no, I wouldn't mention. I don't collect jazz. I've got no jazz records whatsoever. Number 5, when watching other people's videos, do you ever flick through until you find an artist you like? I really never do that, and I would never do it either, because there are so many occasions where I've watched somebody's video and a band's popped up or an album that I know very little about, and something's been said or there's a needle drop and it's made me connect with that artist or that album. I bought it. Classic example last year was Brian, Embryonic Robot, who introduced me to Spoon, and I absolutely love Spoon now, and I've got half a dozen albums and I should keep going. I hadn't heard about them at all prior to last year, hearing it on Brian's channel. Ben Rankins, Andy Gladwin introduced me to Courtney Barnett, who again I hadn't heard of, but I love Courtney Barnett now. I'm a studio completist, got all her albums. And there's several artists I can think of where that's happened, where if I'd have just skipped through to those albums and artists that I know, I would have missed that. So I would never do that. It's always good when you watch a video and somebody pulls up one of your favourite albums and you feel connected and it feels great, which is good. But it's also great when the unexpected pops up. Steve Carlson's another one who, with some of his great needle drops, I've probably bought 3 or 4 albums during the last year, which I probably wouldn't have heard of, wouldn't have gone anywhere near, but I heard a needle drop and thought, oh God, that sounds really good. So, no, I wouldn't do that. Question 6, what are your thoughts on shorts? Never done one, never even thought to do one. I have watched other people's shorts, not in shorts, I've watched people's shorts, and I've responded to them and liked them and things, so, but I've never done one, haven't really thought about it. 7, do you ever use the community tab? Never used it. Again, I've responded to a number of community tab things that have been put up. I mean, Rob Walker and Richard, I can think of several I've responded to there. I haven't done it myself as yet. I still just really concentrate hard on just making the videos at the moment. Number 8, is there anything about your own videos you don't like? I think I'm still probably, my videos are still a little bit longer than I would want them to be. So I'll be trying to shave a little bit off of that, because I think about a 12-15 minute maximum video I think is good. I think there's so many videos, great videos to look at, brilliant channels, so many people, folks in the VC who I like to watch, that it's quite good when they're quite snappy. In saying that, even if there's a lot of waffling going on, there's some VC channels that I even enjoy the waffle, so I'm talking crap. I do enjoy editing. I learned how to edit back end of last year, I think, and I do enjoy editing, but one of my problems is I take far too long to edit. It's like watching your dad on the computer. I'm just so slow when I edit. So there's that. And the other thing is, I thought about, I sometimes get so involved showing a record and being really excited about the music and the artist, that after I've done the video, I think to myself, well, I didn't even take the inner out and show it. I didn't show the inside of the gatefold. I actually showed bugger all of the artwork, etc. So I really must work harder on that. And the final thing is, when I do edit, just on occasions, I've lost continuity where my hair, I've taken a video to a certain point, decided to edit it, push my hair, and when I start again, my hair's pointing in the wrong direction. So anyway, who cares? Number 9, is there anything about other people's videos you don't like? The only thing I'd say, and this has been mentioned in several of these videos that people have put up for Richard, is intros. I think some intros are far too long. I literally think, got nothing against intros, but if they're about 10-15 seconds max, I think that's okay. But if it gets longer than that, you're just biting into time where you could be looking at other people's videos. So I like an intro to, if there's one at all, I don't ever intend to have one, but if there's an intro there at all, I like it to be really short and snappy. And other things I like about other people's videos, just one thing that springs to mind is I love it when there's needle drops. Again, Steve Carlson's, I think they're fantastic, those needle drops. They are so helpful. I try to do them. I got caught out in my last video, my April pickups, because I did a needle drop on a Spirit Destiny song, Liberator. and I was nabbed by the YouTube police and I had to take it down, or it wasn't going to be shown in very many places in the world at all. So I edited the video, then put it out. But so I know you've got to be really, really careful not to breach the copyright, and I do respect that, but it's also a bit of a daft thing, I think, because if you look at a band like Spirit of Destiny, probably not that well known throughout the VC. If everybody would have heard my 30-second needle drop of Liberator, I defy anybody to not think, God, that sounds a really good band, and explore them more. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot, or the record company have. So needle drops are great, but obviously be really careful because you can get taken down or whatever. And the final question is number 10. If you stop making videos, would you shut down your channel completely, make your videos private, or would you keep the videos alive? I'd definitely keep the videos alive. No reason to take them down. Would you make an announcement about what you were doing? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Depends on the circumstances. You know, I've made quite a lot of really good friends in the VC who I connect with an awful lot. And I think to myself, you know, if I was about to pop my cogs or stop doing it for whatever reason, it would be quite good just to communicate, you know, that's all, folks. But I don't know. That's a bit dramatic. But would you make an announcement? Maybe. Okay, so that's the 10 questions. So see, I've gone on again 12 minutes. Great 10 questions, Richard. Have a think about that. Loop, go back to year 1, because I think everybody really enjoys these. So okay, speak again soon, folks.